What's up with y'all? My name D.
What's up, y'all? It's Joe.
It's the Joe D Show. You know what I'm saying? We talking about them good sports. And the playoffs crazy, on it, man.
Man, listen, D. It's been a lot of daggone upsets, man.
Yeah, for real. It's crazy. But I had a feeling Indiana was going to end up being where they at, though.
I want the Knicks beat them, though.
Yeah, man. Indiana, man, they some dogs, for real. It's like, them boys play with a lot of heart.
Definitely.
You know, they up and down the floor all game. And the thing that they have that a lot of the other teams don't have, man, they just have a team.
Yeah,
you know?
they're scrappy, too.
They got guys that can come off the bench and guard the best man on the other team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
You got Obi Toppin averaging, 15 points a game.
He tough.
You got Aaron Naismith getting 12 rebounds, 12 boards.
He had a double-double last night.
Yeah.
I think it was like 10 to 12.
Yeah.
10 to 12.
It's hard to beat a team like that. You know what I'm saying? Because numbers don't lie.
No. And they need Smith the two, bro.
Yeah.
That's your two, man.
And he played three.
And he played and then you got Neem. Bro, you see that move, Neymar?
Oh, yeah. Them hard. Oh, man. And then we seen Nemhard hit shots like that before.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We seen him hit a lot of shots like that. Nemhard is definitely one of them dogs. He don't really get talked about like that because it's hard to get talked about when you're on the team when you have 10 guys that can come in there. You got guys like Thomas Bryant come in there and hit the corner three.
Yeah,
you got guys like T.J. McConnell. Straight dog.
Tough.
Dog.
Hey, tough. It be them
dog.
It be them short guards, man.
Yeah, man.
Them short guard. I feel like them short guards, I feel like they got grit.
Yeah.
Like him, Neymar, like Neesmith, like they ain't really the tallest, but Neesmith, I think Neesmith like 6'5", 6'6". He might be a little taller than that.
I think he's 6'7".
For real.
Either 6'6" or 6'7", I think. But this the thing, when you talking about height, was crazy, bro. I didn't even know Halliburton was 6'5".
For real.
Halliburton is 6'5".
Yeah, I knew that.
So Naismith got to be like 6'6".
Yeah, probably so.
Or 6'5".
Yeah.
I didn't know Halliburton was 6'5".
And they put him on SGA.
Oh yeah.
They put him on SGA lockup.
Yeah. And the thing about this Pacers and OKC matchup that I'm noticing, man, OKC, they play a pretty style of basketball. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. You got SGA, the leader of that team, but sometimes I feel like he passes the ball too much sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like he passes it too much. I feel like if you're a guy that knows you can get 30, that's cool. But at the same time, man, you have to take control of the game. You know what I'm saying? Not when it's the last shot. Some of them times when you pass the ball to a guy and he misses it, man, that could have been a shot you took.
You're right, D, but I guess I look at it overall as a team morale. So if SGA come down and pull that thing 5 times and ain't nobody else touching it, how that's going to make Chet want to rebound? How that's going to make Dort want to play a little D? Yeah. And I feel like he got to have some type of trust in his team. Think about it. At halftime when OKC was up at halftime, Shea had 19. Who else had scored? Alex Caruso had 7.
Oh, yeah.
Dort had 7.
Yeah.
And Jalen had 7. All of them had 7 to 9 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost 10. So if Shea got 20, we ran it at 20.
Yeah.
All them other 3 got, that's 20, 30, 40, 50. That's half. That's 50. That's 50 points right there.
Yeah. But to have all that and lose, I mean, this the playoffs. It's the finals, man. We can't. You ain't going to win the finals. You ain't going to beat this Pacers team like that, man. You're going to have to play defense. A guy missed a shot, you're going to have to get back because them boys is running.
Right.
And guess what? When Halliburton takes a break, you got to worry about T.J. McConnell.
Yeah.
And the MVP of the whole finals to me is going to be Siakam.
Because Siakam's so versatile.
Yeah.
He can go out there, he can hold your guard.
He can hold best player, he can guard the whole 5.
Yeah, he can walk through
Siakam can guard the whole 5.
And
man.
He can shoot the ball.
This might sound crazy, but to me, he's like another Giannis with just a jumper. He actually can hit shots. Siakam is what? 6'9", 6'10", and push the floor if he want to. Can score on anybody when he's on the post. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's not as dominant as Giannis, but it's a couple of similarities when it comes to like the way they play offense.
I say athleticism now. If I had to base him on somebody, I would say a modern day Lamar Odom.
Lamar, oh yeah.
Lamar
He's
Odom.
definitely he has a lot of IQ.
Can think about it.
Lamar Odom.
Yeah, Lamar Odom was he was high intense, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But to me, D, I know people gonna look at me and tell me I'm crazy for this one. I always think the finals rigged, man. That first game, come on, D, that first game, we know who the better team is. We honestly know OKC's their better team. Yeah, but I think they got it as the Pacers the underdog.
The Pacers look at the underdog, man, because they don't have no guys they don't have like one single guy that's going to get 20, 25 each game. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
Siakam, yeah. Halliburton, sometimes Halliburton can miss a lot. He'll have like 15, maybe 10. You know what I'm saying? But it's like.
But also think about this: who's hit them game winners every time?
Halliburton is, and that's what
Halliburton hit them game winners every time.
That's what matters, man. They winning. You know what I'm saying? And they have a guy like that win. You know,
they kind of remind me of, you remember that year when the Heats put out the Pacers?
Oh yeah,
it kind of remind me of that year, but like the final wise, cause think about it, they would have went to the Eastern, they would have Eastern Conference Finals if the Heats hadn't knocked them out that year.
Yeah,
they kind of got similar roles right now. You got, you had that Paul George, which is he supposed to be your leader. That's more like Siakam or Halliburton right now. Then you had little people like, I think Danny Granger was on that team.
Mm-hmm.
George Hill was on that team. My boy, when he on that team too, played Gerald Green. Wasn't Gerald Green on that team too?
I think so.
Gerald Green on that team.
They're not knocking it from them, but it's like those guys
was more roles. You think?
Yeah, they're more roles. They won't as consistent. I feel like this Pacers team, best Pacers team
ever,
hands down, man.
Ever?
Yeah, hands down.
Oh no, D. More than Malice in the Palace. More than Malice in the Palace, D.
Bro, they not at the finals, bro.
Malice in the Palace. We went to the finals, so think about it.
They
all them boys got what you call it that year.
Not knocking them neither, because that team definitely was some dogs with Steven Jack.
Yeah, Steven Jackson,
Ron Artest,
Jermaine
O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal,
was some dogs. Definitely
Tinsley.
But
come on, man, they had just beat. Think about it. They had just beat the Pistons.
Yeah,
the Pistons was the one they got in the fight with.
Yeah, they did. But man, it's hard to.
And they had Reggie. Reggie was still there.
Yeah.
It was an old Reggie, but I mean,
it was still Reggie. He was still here.
It was still Reggie.
He was still here.
Oh no, I just feel like, and don't get me like, Pacers are a dynamic team. Both of them is a dynamic team. Me personally, I love to see it go to 7. But will they give us 7 though?
Nah.
And that's the thing.
It's over in 4, bro.
It's over in 4, bro.
It's over in 4. Pacers in 4, bro.
Pacers in 4. D, I got a bet on that one. You want to get a bet on?
We can
get a bet on. I don't think Pacers in 4.
I think Pacers in 4, bro.
I think tonight OKC gonna come out.
Much.
Yeah, I think OKC gonna come out tonight and get one. Cause they could think about it. They won at OKC last time, didn't they? Or was that at Pacers? What was that last game at?
Shoot. I think they was OKC. You know what, Joe?
Was that OKC?
I'm not for sure. Hold on.
But and this what I feel like gets them. Whoever gets that upset game. Now, if they break one both at home, they're going to 7, D. Cause think about it. They're gonna break one at 7.
Yeah.
Because if they done stole one in OKC, so now they gotta come back. I think OKC gonna steal one at the Pacers.
I think the Pacers just got too much energy, man.
That's what they're running.
There's too much energy. There's too much guys. Some of these guys, SGA, Jalen Williams, them guys need breaks, man.
You right, but also OKC
the whole
deep.
Playoffs been all about them.
But think about it, OKC just as deep. OKC is deep.
They're not deeper than Indiana, though.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. They're not deeper than Indiana.
And I feel like, me personally, I feel like I love Obi Toppin. I loved him when he was at the Knicks. I feel like Obi Toppin gonna be a little inconsistent.
Bro. I mean, game 1, him getting 15. Hey, that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. Now, if he can get at least 10 this next game, we'll take that.
Yeah.
Guess what? That man's not a starter.
No, he's not. He's more like a 6'7" man.
And he's playing defense too, bro.
But think about it. Think about how Obi Toppin's still young.
Yeah.
Obi Toppin's like 6. Yeah. I want to say like 16. I remember when he was playing for
Knicks. He played with
No. I'm talking about college. When he was playing in college.
Yeah.
It wasn't dating. It wasn't dating or nothing like that. I can't remember what he played in college. But Obi Toppin was doing the same dunks in college that he doing in the NBA.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Obi Toppin is a good pick. That was a great pickup. Somebody, to give people a break. And they got Obi Toppin at 3 and 4, right?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, he knocking down Trey Ball. So I mean,
and you know what? I watched that game too. Another big reason why OKC lost. them boys went small in the fourth quarter, and that killed them.
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren sat down almost the whole quarter, bro.
But think about it. Chet really ain't got that experience neither. They need to bring in, for me, I feel like, and people gonna look at me over and sound crazy, for OKC, to go ahead and solidify like their dominance, they need a real legit big. Chet, I ain't saying Chet ain't a big.
Hey, I might be reaching, bro, but what? Chet Holmgren ain't doing enough, bro.
He not.
He not doing
think about,
enough.
All right, boom. Think about that year. Think about when you was a Portland fan, right?
Yeah.
And you love not Portland, the Suns.
Yeah.
And Ayton with the Suns that same series when the Suns were playing, bro. And you were like, bro, Ayton, boy, who worked at Ayton? Was it
shit, everybody?
Yeah, no, somebody was killing Ayton. Come in, you were talking about killing Ayton. And I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like the Centers been letting us down in the finals, man.
Yeah.
Hey, think about when Shaq and all them were playing. Them Centers were you down. Tim Duncan and all that.
They didn't have to do much against that Bucks team. He ain't had to do much. Just be a center.
Yeah. Block some shots.
You know what I'm saying? Get some boards. Get us some couple offensive rebounds maybe here and there.
But he was getting killed.
Man was getting violated.
And now he go to Portland. And it's like, and I feel like with some of them guys, yo, they send the people to certain places. And it just end their career.
Yeah. Need to. I'm just mad I'm a Chris Paul.
I know. So I know. Listen, same way here. I want the OGs. I want the OGs to win. I want him to get a ring. I want Russell to get a ring. Stuff like that. But I know, man, it's just tough.
Yeah, you know. In basketball now, man, you need an enforcer, bro. I feel like OKC just too nice. So they just too they young. Mm-hmm. That's not a bad thing, but they just too nice. They don't have no grit. Yeah. Pacers, man, they the grittiest team in the NBA.
You right. I used to think it was the Timberwolves at one time.
Nah, not now. Not now. No. Because Timberwolves shouldn't have lost to OKC.
No, they should.
In the way and the fashion they lost, it should have never went down like that.
So we put an enforcer in there. Who's the best enforcer in the NBA right now?
That's gonna respect you. When you see him on the floor.
Webby?
Who?
Webby, yeah.
When you say enforcer, you mean like
can he go block shots?
If somebody going up for a dunk and he blocks it.
Are you gonna think about going back in there again?
Right, or enforcer like somebody that goes in there and he can just change the person's shot, makes them pass the ball.
Both ways, dude.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, yeah. But when I say enforcer, not just blocking shots, I mean somebody that's gonna do a little mean stuff.
So you mean prime? So Draymond,
you know what I'm saying? Like
Draymond was an enforcer.
You know, because the Pacers got Draymond. But the Pacers enforcers, they got. I feel like Siakam. You know what I'm saying? Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Young boy Nate Smith. You know, them guys out there, man. Them boys want to get it. They're not hesitating. They're not being shy at the moment. OKC's not there yet because you know why? Chet Holmgren, he's like I said, he's not doing enough, man. He's not doing enough. You 7 foot, you can't get 8 rebounds.
Hard, man. Them boys thin, man. Them boys thin, D. Them boys is thin. Like
7 foot, you can't get 8 rebounds, bro.
But you getting pushed around a lot too.
You still got to guard Miles Turner. And not only that, bro, you can't get 8 rebounds. You barely can get 15 points. Why are you out there?
And we had high expectations for Chet. Where did Chet come from? Not going Gonzalez. Was it Gonzalez? Where did Chet come from?
I ain't for sure.
I can't think. It'll hit me in a few minutes. But I just feel like
I'm about to say Florida. I don't think it's Florida.
Might have been. I don't know. But think about it. Chet ain't this really Chet first year? He broke his foot last year messing around with Braun in that prom.
I think this is third year.
This is third year.
I think so.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. If I'm thinking enforcers, I'm thinking about people like Draymond, Dwight Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Who else I'm thinking about? Shaq. Giannis. Who else an enforcer? Big guy. People don't,
I'm just using the guys off the Pacers now.
Yeah.
It's about the Pacers and OKC. You know, I'm just saying, like, those guys right there. Because, you know, there's not too many guys out there like Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? That's going to do the things he do.
Yeah, dirty work.
Nah, ain't too many guys out there like that. But OKC, they just too nice, man. They too nice. It's like they're just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? Pacers always been in the picture.
Yeah.
for the last 5-6 years, they always been in the picture. They might never got to the Western Conference Finals in a while. I'm sorry, the Eastern Conference Finals in a while. But they always been in the picture, and now all that hard work, it pays off. You know what I'm saying? So, now you down where everything you work for, you're here.
So what's the game plan for the night then?
Same thing. Hit them, smack them in their face. I think punch them in their face right from the get go.
Yeah. I think, like I said, they at OKC. OKC gonna have something to prove tonight. I said OKC. OKC. I got OKC by 10.
I got Pacers by 10. I got Pacers by 10.
Now, I gotta go with the big dog. I love the Pacers. I love the way they rock. And it's no disrespect for the Pacers, but I feel like OKC, the Pacers do deserve it more. But I feel like OKC, like, they need it. They need it for their franchise. Cause think about it, they ain't have one.
Yeah, they need it. The Pacers deserve it more because they playing like that.
Yeah, they do.
That makes sense.
And like I said, even though I went with OKC, I won't be surprised if the Pacers take it because they are a gritty team.
Yeah, man, they gritty.
Honestly, I wanted to see Timberwolves and Pacers. I think that would have given me a better series.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be Pacers in 4, man.
Good,
Pacers in 4.
Well, we had to wait and see.
They're doing it for Reggie, man. They're doing it for Reggie, Steven, Jack, and them boys, man. Yeah, they're doing it for y'all, man. Them boys on the way. The Eastern Conference ain't soft no more, man. No, Indiana is here. Yeah, Indiana's definitely here, man. OKC is here too. It ain't OKC time yet. No, it's basically what I'm saying. Especially not this experienced Indiana team. Man, these boys been together for a while.
They have. So, man, and I feel like they were stupid to let Siakam go for Toronto. That would
best trade in the whole offseason.
I'm telling you,
Indiana did what they needed to do. They didn't do a whole lot.
They did that mid-year though, didn't they? They did that mid-year last year.
Oh yeah, I believe so.
Mid-year last year. That
was the best thing they did, man. Pascal's a dog.
Yeah, definitely a
dog. And don't forget, Pascal got a ring with Toronto.
Yes, sir. That's the year of Kawhi.
So he know what it's like to win already.
But you're right. Because and that team, honestly, I feel like that team stayed together. They would have been straight. Because that team had Gary Trent. Mm-hmm. They had Fred VanVleet. Mm-hmm. They had Kawhi.
They split all them boys up.
Man, listen. Now you telling me they couldn't have been a dynasty?
Mm-hmm.
They could have 3-peated.
Well, they got one. Never thought Toronto would win one in a million years in the East, but they got that one, and I think that's really all they wanted. Now they on rebuild mode. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Guys getting old, so it's like, okay, we gotta let some of these guys go and try to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? They not no scrubs neither.
No. They got young boy. They got Scotty Barnes. Got Grady Dick.
They got some quickly.
Yeah, they got man.
I didn't even know he was a dog like that.
What? RJ, hey, look, when they got rid of RJ and Emmanuel Quickly and sent the boy to Toronto, the best thing ever could happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I don't feel like certain players fit the offense. They don't fit the program.
Yeah.
They don't fit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
you gotta be a basketball guy to know that.
Yeah. A lot of people be like, oh yeah, that's a good pickup.
Look good on paper.
It look good on paper, but does it fit the way they play style?
Mm-hmm.
Does their play style really fit them?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of people to be thinking about. Oh man, now we got RJ or now we got Blase.
Yeah.
But does he fit the system? Because everybody's system is different.
Right. Exactly. That's what makes this game so interesting the way it is, man. It's hard not to have a love for it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Basketball is. It's just one of those sports, man. It's where you just have to know. You just have to be out there and touch the floor, and you gotta have a little bit of experience. You can't just be a numbers guy.
No,
you gotta actually know how it feels to be out there on the court and to be around other guys. You know what I'm saying? It's a sport that it grows on you. You know what I'm saying? Through time, the older you get, the more knowledge you gain from it.
Definitely.
Think about the things you know now. Don't you wish you knew them then?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So boom, for next week then what we're gonna recap again. We're gonna see how
we'll try to talk about
game 2.
Game 2. Yeah, we'll talk about
game 2. See how game 2 went
and
tonight.
Then we'll just piggyback on what we talked about in the first episode.
Bet.
But right now we're just gonna talk about what's about to happen. Okay. Honestly, I think tonight It's going to be one of them Halliburton nights. Halliburton gets 20. Siakam can get 15.
Think so?
I don't know what nobody else going to get, but I got Halliburton getting 20. So
I got, how it is?
It's going to be one of them Halliburton nights. Watch.
All right, since you going that way, I got Shea for 30.
Shea for 30?
Shea for 30 tonight. Shea gonna go for 30. And who else? Chet gonna play decent tonight. Chet gonna have his mind right. And I'm gonna say Chet get close to a double-double.
I'm gonna go against everything you just said right there.
Oh, them boys getting shut down.
Yeah, them boys getting shut down.
All right, well, how about it? Chet don't have a big game. Jalen gonna have a big game. One of them got to have a decent game tonight.
Maybe. I just feel like Shy ain't gonna get that 30. Because Shy, he's getting tired, bro. This has been a long playoffs for him.
It is.
And he's getting tired. He's playing a team that they all gas, no breaks, man.
They is.
All 10 of them. All 8 of them. Whoever get in that game, they all gas, no breaks.
But it's home court advantage, too. The foul count's going to be hitting tonight. Watch.
And the foul
count's going to hit. Shea get a lot of buckets from the free throw. Shea one of the top dudes that get buckets from the free throw.
I think they let Shea get away with this so long. I think now
they ain't giving it to him.
I don't think they're gonna give it to him, bro. You're gonna be like tonight. You're gonna tell yourself like, dang, Shea normally get them calls.
Yeah, he do. But it's in OKC though. He gonna get some. I don't think he get them calls at Pacers. I think he gets it still at OKC.
I hope he don't get them calls, bro. I hope they just play it down the middle, man. Just play it like how y'all played the first game. Ain't no need to put it right in his lap. Make him work for it, man. This the finals.
You don't think he don't work for his buckets, though?
Not saying he don't work for his buckets.
Because he has some tough buckets. You think about it.
I just rather not see it. I'd rather see all 7 games like game 1.
Definitely.
You know, Halliburton hit a game winner. Everybody, OKC got this in the bag.
Yeah.
OKC had a lead.
Yeah, they did. I want to say there was a nice lead, 15?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
And so imagine if the Pacers play every game like that fourth quarter. Right in the first quarter, right from the get-go.
Nobody said KC might be going home in 40 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but like I said, I'm saying me personally, I'm saying 7 because they gonna want us to see 7.
They might beat them by a dub.
What? Man, I'm going home. You can't tell me they get Pacers by a dub.
They gonna win by a dub.
Pacers is not beating OKC by a dub. I'm telling you, it's either gonna be plus 10 Pacers or plus 10 OKC.
A dub is crazy.
A dub is crazy. You know what a dub telling me? Motherfuckers didn't come out and play. Motherfuckers is here.
Maybe not a dub, y'all. Maybe not a dub. But I got the Pacers winning for a fact.
But
tonight and the whole thing, Pacers in 4. Pacers in 4, bro. We're gonna be saying it.
All right, we gonna see. We definitely gonna see.